Alright, welcome to the Smartphone Buying Guide 2025. Every year, hundreds of phones launch. Some are hyped up flagships, some are budget-friendly beasts, and some are just, well, forgettable. But the big question is always the same. Which one should you actually buy? That's what this video is for. We're not here to flex specs you'll never use. We're here to figure out which phone makes the most sense for you in 2025. So I've broken it down into categories: budget, performance, cameras, battery, features, and of course the shiny foldables. We'll go through them one by one, with some honorable mentions along the way, and then wrap up with clear recommendations depending on what type of user you are. Let's get into it. First things first, money. Because no matter how flashy the phone looks, your bank account has the final word. Budget phones, $200 to $400. This is where Realme, Xiaomi, and Samsung A series shine. You won't get insane zoom cameras or titanium builds, but you will get solid performance for social media, streaming, and everyday use. Xiaomi's Redmi Note series continues to push crazy specs like 120Hz displays and 100 watts, charging for under $300. Honestly, if you're a student or just someone who wants a phone that lasts all day without breaking the bank, this tier is your sweet spot. Mid-range, $500 to $800. Here's where things get interesting. The Google Pixel 9, Samsung S25 FE, and even last year's iPhone 16 lineup sit here. You'll find phones that don't compromise much on cameras or performance. The Pixel 9, for example, gives you flagship-level AI smarts and one of the best camera systems under $700. These are the phones for people who want the best balance of performance and price. Flagships, $1,000 and above. This is where your wallet cries. The iPhone 17 Pro, Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, and Z Fold 7 dominate here. These phones are about luxury and cutting-edge features, insane zoom, AI tricks, premium builds, and endless updates. But remember, the jump from $700 to $1,200 doesn't mean double the performance. It just means you're paying for the extra polish, status, and future-proofing. And please, don't sell a kidney for a phone unless it comes with lifetime Netflix and free Wi-Fi everywhere on Earth. Performance is the category most people love to brag about. And this year, chips got even crazier. Apple's A19 Bionic is inside the iPhone 17 Pro. It's absurdly fast, efficient, and thanks to Apple's software optimization, it feels smoother than anything else. Apps open instantly, gaming is buttery smooth, and video editing on an iPhone is now a legitimate alternative to using a laptop. Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 is the Android king, found inside the Galaxy S25 Ultra and Xiaomi 15 Pro. It delivers massive GPU power and improved efficiency. And then there's the Snapdragon 8 Elite, showing up in some gaming phones. And this chip is a monster, designed to run 144Hz displays and keep cool under pressure. RAM and multitasking. 8GB is now entry-level for mid-range phones, while flagships boast 12 to 16GB. And while it sounds impressive, let's be real. If all you do is TikTok, Instagram, and WhatsApp your ex at 2 a.m., you don't need 16GB of RAM. Save your money, but if you're gaming or editing 4K footage, it's worth it. Bottom line, unless you're a hardcore gamer or power user, you don't need the fastest chip. But if you want bragging rights, the A19 and Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 are untouchable. Okay, let's talk cameras, the thing that sells more phones than anything else. This year, it's all about content creators versus casual shooters. If you're a point-and-shoot person, almost every flagship has reached a point where it's hard to take a bad photo. AI fixes lighting, sharpens your face, and even removes random strangers from the background. But if you're a creator, TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, your choices narrow down. The iPhone 17 Pro is still the video king. Smooth autofocus, natural colors, ProRes formats, it's unmatched. Samsung, though, has pushed the zoom game further. The S25 Ultra's periscope lens lets you zoom 100x. Is it useful? Not always. But is it fun to spy on your neighbor's cat from across the street? Absolutely. Then there's Vivo and Xiaomi, who are stuffing massive 1-inch sensors into phones. The Vivo X200 Pro, for example, gives you DSLR-like depth of field right from your pocket. So do you really need 100x zoom? No. But if your idea of fun is zooming into the moon or taking cinematic 4K video, your phone choice will absolutely matter. This year's battery story is wild. We're seeing bigger batteries and faster charging speeds than ever. iPhones still rely on efficiency. They don't have the biggest batteries or fastest charging, but they're so optimized that they last surprisingly long. The iPhone 17 Pro easily gives you a full day and more. Android flagships, though, are pushing insane speeds. Xiaomi and Realme have 120W, 150W charging that takes you from 0 to 100% in 20 minutes. Seriously, you can wake up, plug in, brush your teeth, and come back to a full battery. Gaming phones like the Red Magic 10 Pro go even further with 7,000 mAh batteries, making them two-day beasts. Here's the thing. Some Androids now charge from 0 to 100% faster than it takes you to find your TV remote. But remember, fast charging creates heat, and heat kills long-term battery health. So if you're planning to keep a phone for 4+ years, Apple's slower charging might actually help you. This is where things get personal, because beyond raw specs, it's the little features that keep you locked in. iPhone, iMessage, AirDrop, FaceTime, and the Apple Watch connection. It's sticky. Once you're in, you're in. Apple's ecosystem is like that toxic ex you know you should leave, but everything just works so well that you stay. Samsung Galaxy phones are Swiss Army knives. The S Pen Dex mode for turning your phone into a PC. Foldables, insane multitasking. It's a power user's dream. Google Pixel, it's all about AI. From live transcription to magic eraser to wallpaper, it feels futuristic and genuinely helpful. So the choice here isn't about which phone is best on paper. It's about which ecosystem you're willing to marry. Because once you're in, switching feels like a divorce. Now let's talk trends, because 2025 is shaping up to be the year foldables finally go mainstream. Samsung Z Fold 7, the productivity king. A phone that becomes a tablet, perfect for multitasking, media, or business people who live in their email apps. Z Flip 7, still the most stylish phone you can buy. It's compact, it's fun, it's fashionable, but also surprisingly practical. Apple iPhone Air, the thinnest iPhone ever. Not a foldable, but Apple's pushing thin and light as the next big design shift. The question is, future-proofing or gimmick? Foldables are like pineapple on pizza. Some people swear by it, others think it's a crime against humanity. But the truth is, they're improving fast, and they're here to stay. Which phone should you buy? Let's make this easy. Creators, iPhone 17 Pro or Pixel 9 Pro, the best video and AI-powered editing tools. Gamers, Asus ROG Phone or Samsung S25 Ultra, insane displays, cooling systems, and big batteries. Business users, Samsung Z Fold 7, multitasking beast like having a tablet in your pocket. Students/budget shoppers, Xiaomi Redmi Note series, Samsung A series, or last year's iPhones. Affordable, reliable, and still great. If your bank account screams every time you open Apple.com, don't stress. Android has plenty of budget-friendly options that deliver 90% of the flagship experience at half the cost. And that's it. Your ultimate guide to buying a smartphone in 2025. We broke down budget, performance, cameras, battery, ecosystems, foldables, and picked the best phones for every type of user. So before you rush to buy the latest shiny gadget, remember, the best phone is the one that fits your life, not someone else's hype. If this video helped you save money or avoid a bad decision, hit that like button. And if you want me to keep roasting overpriced phones, make sure you subscribe. Until next time, happy phone hunting.